you being a great fighter yourself and a great trainer, is there anything in the modern day that fighters don't do that they should be doing from your training backgrounds, fighters that you grew up watching, or even things that you implement in your fighters now? Like, is there certain feints that they don't do anymore? Is there certain traps or?
Well, let me say this first. I appreciate the fact you said it was great, but I would have been a great fighter if the fighters of my time would have fought me. I didn't get those fights, but I won't say I don't blame the fighters. I say their managers and their trainers and their promoters wouldn't put us together. But I appreciate what you said. Today's fighters, today's fighters are different. I mean, it's James Bashir and I were talking about. Most trainers today, they're not teachers. They're all like mitmen, they're glorified mitmen. They got you doing 1,000 moves and you doing all this. They're not teaching anything. Very few fighters learn from that. Some get it, but very few. They're not taught how to fight. You don't see a lot of inside fighting. When two guys get close, first thing they just grab now. Rarely do you see two guys just stay on the inside and they're just touching each other, banging away. You don't see that. Fighters aren't taught, they're not really taught how to fight they were yesteryear. Years ago, Now, fighters these days, listen, I'm not knocking them. When you got a guy like Haymon paying you the way he pays you, and you only fight twice a year, that's a beautiful thing. But why can't you go say, listen, Mr. Haymon, do me a favor. Let me fight 4 times, you'll make the same amount of money. You're rich beyond your wildest dreams. They don't fight the way they used to because they don't fight as often as they used to. I might fight you, but when Spence fight in March, now he's gonna fight in September, that's a 6 months gap. You don't get a chance to just perfect your craft. That's half the problem. I'm not blaming Al. So I'm not blaming. I'm saying Al pays them well.
Correct. This is not a blame game.
I'm just saying they don't fight often enough like they used to. You don't see the best guys don't fight the best guys. Every now and then you see one. You'll see 2 good guys really fight. And sometimes when that happens, it's 1 or 2 years too late. But you don't see the best fight the best like they used to fight. And they should, because the money that's out there now is crazy money. I'd fight my mama for that kind of listen, let's get down, You hate me after the fight, but you love me because you're paid. These guys, it's just that they don't fight as often. The true teachers in boxing are not being used to utilize the knowledge to help these kids fight. They want some young cat doing mitt work. Everybody wants mitt work. Hit the bag, man. My trainer was Georgie Benton. Georgie Benton said hit the bag. That's what you're gonna learn. Plus it helps you build up your arms, the muscles in your arms. All these guys want to do is look flashy. They don't want to hit the bag. Okay, it may be boring, but guess what? That's what you're gonna learn. Because now I can look at you while you're doing it and tell you what you're doing wrong. Sometimes with the mitts, I don't see everything. I'm gonna say your feet are planted. I'm gonna see certain things you're doing. So I can't see everything that you're doing. So how can I really teach you or show you correctly? And nowadays, if you look at a lot of these trainers, they use all kind of different apparatuses and different things to help them train you. They got sticks and mitts and they slap you. And man, how come I can't just take my hands and have you slip and have you roll, man, show you how to fight? Whatever happened to those days? Everybody says all this special crap they're using. It's all bull crap. The true teachers in boxing are dying out slowly because no one goes to them. They go to these young guys that make it look flashy, but they're not teaching you how to fight. And a lot of young fighters today, unfortunately, aren't being taught how to fight in a professional manner.
Now, just think of him bringing up that. Think of him saying that you don't see the best fight like you used to see them fight. Just think about that. When he brings that subject up, whose name does he bring up along with that? Al Haymon. Okay? That's not a coincidence. He's directly letting you know that the reason why we're not seeing the fights that we used to see and why these boxers are not what I've been telling you that they are not. The reason why is because you got a person like Al Haymon pacifying them with the money, so therefore they don't take the fights or put in half the work that we're used to seeing from the old school and the older boxers. That's directly what he's relating to you without being, I would say, bold about it or forthcoming with it, directly being direct about what he's saying. He's just trying to answer a question truthfully while at the same time trying not to be disrespectful, but at the same time, I respect his integrity of saying it how it is. But the reason why I played that is because it's something that I've been telling you, that these new generation boxers are not nothing compared to what we're used to seeing as far as the rich history of American boxing. They don't even come close. It is a drop off. And yet at the same time, we ask, why did the sport die off? Why boxing doesn't get the attention it does? And why boxing doesn't do this? Well, that's clearly because at this point in time, you have a whole bunch of boxers that are really not boxers. Boxing is almost like a gimmick now. It's a theatrical thing. It's what you can pull over the public's eyes and dress them up like, oh, this person can appear to be a champion, have him fight soup can after soup can. These people don't know better. Why they don't know better? Because most boxing fans are casual. Like I said, boxing is a sport that thrives and lives off of casual fans more than it does hardcore fans. This is why the heavyweight division is so important, because it's a casual division. It is the one division that can pull in people of all walks into boxing. You know what I'm saying? If the fight is interesting enough, everybody knows about it. Like a football game or a basketball game. Just like everybody knew about Joshua and Miller. Everybody know about Joshua and Wilder, all that stuff. You know, if the fight is interesting enough, everybody will know about it. And only one division really does that like that. And that's the heavyweight division. This is why you see such problems in the heavyweight division with trying to get people to unify, trying to get people to fight, and all this other stuff. And what's even crazy is Errol Spence brings up something that's even more interesting. The same thing that Tim Bradley did. If they're saying that, you know, Terrence Crawford is across the street, I asked the question, well, wasn't Tim Bradley across the street when you were supposedly trying to fight him? Okay, so that raises up the question, isn't Deontay Wilder, is that his same situation since he's over there on the PBC side? Isn't that actually it? Isn't Anthony Joshua across the street? So is it safe to say all simultaneously none of these fights was ever trying to ever be made? It's easy to see. It's easy to see and not hard to figure out. That the fights that you're not seeing, the fights that we should see, are of promoters in general. But in particular, you have one promoter that's taking this stuff overboard because he's trying to strong arm the entire game because he wants to run the entire game of boxing. I mean, I respect the ambition, but destroying the sport in the process doesn't make sense. That means you're running it into the ground and draining it of all its blood, which is the money, until you mess it up, and then you'll drop it and go on and invest in something else. Anyways, that's my thoughts on it. Bruce Van, I'm out.